10 hits. Mariners post-game starts right now. Ryan, Brad, it's all yours.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Lots to like in game one of this 4-game, very abbreviated homestand for the Mariners, but a big series. We'll talk about that. The Moose and the Flag, all good tonight. The Mariners take game one, their 5th straight. The Jays now have lost 6 of 7. We'll talk about getting back to 500, what it means. Ryan will talk about the defense. We'll talk about the offense putting up 8 runs. But how about Marco Gonzalez on the mound? Yeah. Getting done, getting into that 7th inning, his 11th quality start. That leads the team.
Yeah, I think the big key here to look at the fact he got into the 7th inning. Marco Gonzalez didn't have his best up. A lot of loud contact in amongst a ton of ground balls. This is something that's been a little bit of a trend as he gets past June into July. A lot of weak contact, a lot of hard contact, but both of them, either way, are getting on the ground, excuse me. So getting some key double plays, even going back to the 1st inning, getting a ground ball double play to Vladdy in the 2nd, in the 5th. There was a couple big moments here where he got the ball on the ground. 0 strikeouts, didn't have his best stuff, like we said, but the fact that this guy is doing that, still getting into the 7th inning, remarkable. So that's what you take away from this.
Yeah, against the Jays offense, I mean, 2 swings and misses, no walks, no strikeouts. He gets it done. The offense getting it done as well. 3 home runs, 8 runs. Jen Mueller standing by with Mr. Suarez, who had 1 of the home runs.
Well, we have already pointed out that this was a big win because the Mariners are back to 500 for the first time since early May. You've done it without having everybody available. What's happened the last couple of weeks with this team?
The energy, you know, we knew it. We missed Ty for a couple of weeks, and but we knew it. We got a really good team still, and the energy out there was very nice. The vibes, good vibes always, and we did a really good job so far.
The early runs could make it easy to kind of let off a little bit, but what was the sense of urgency to keep scoring?
I mean, you know, we was aggressive. We know that there was a bullpen guy for bullpen day for Blue Jays today. We was aggressive, attack the strike zone every time, make a good swing. So that's how we scored it.
Okay, so between 2 of your plays, the homer you crushed in the 5th, or the diving stop you made in the 6th, which was your favorite?
I mean, everybody knows it's not the secret. I like homers, but you know, make it those plays, you know, made me so proud. I worked so hard with Perry Hill. He had me alive, and I was ready. You know, after that error that I make early in the game, I was locked in, and I just tried to help my team.
Lastly, Marco kept the entire infield busy today. What'd you love about his outing?
He did a really good job. He come in, he's changed out the game. He make a good throw, so he make a good pitch, and you know, we was behind him to help him to win the games.
I tell you what, why don't you go inside and enjoy this one with Marco and the rest of your teammates?
Definitely, we're gonna enjoy this game. With this win, we're gonna start winning the series.
I think that's a good plan. Go inside, Gino. Thanks for the time. The Mariners have now scored 6 or more runs in 3 straight games. Brad, talk about some timely hitting that is needed to come through all year. It comes through at just the right time.
It has been lately, Jen. Thank you. That 2-game sweep in San Diego, we saw the offense coming through in the right time as well. Starting to click a little bit offensively. Combine that with the pitching and defense, and this is a dangerous team going forward.
Yeah, I don't know what you like better, Brad. Like he talked about the defense. That was great. A lot of good plays behind Marco Gonzalez. But I just love seeing this offense click. You can just see the weight is off the shoulders, and you're talking 1 through 9. The depth of this lineup right now is good. The bottom third of this lineup, sneaky, getting up there in OPS, 700 OPS for the year now. Dylan Moore doing some bigger things in the month of July. He's starting to click, and so that depth is really going to be crucial.
Now he hit his 5th home run tonight with a little bit of help. We're going to show it later. And now is that like maybe 4.5 or 4 3/4 home runs into 5 home runs?
What's the exit velo? What's the launch angle? No, that's a bomb. That's a home run.
Hey, it was awesome to see. And then the Mariners break things open in that 3rd inning, putting up a 4 spot and getting it done with Suarez. Had a 2-run single there. And they weren't done scoring on this one. Raleigh, the 2-run home run, number 11 for him. We are back with some highlights, some reaction to this one. Look ahead to game 2 tomorrow night. Mariners take game 1, 8-3. Diego able to close this one out. A couple of infield singles in the 9th inning. Jays do not get any more runs. The Mariners take it by a score of 8-3. They're now They've won their last 20 games when scoring 4 or more runs. We'll show you how they did it tonight. Our Tacoma Subaru game recap. We get going in the first inning, and Carlos Santana, nice pickup with an RBI single.
Yeah, good to see these guys getting it done nice and early against a potent offense in the Blue Jays.
Again, remember, Kevin Gossman was supposed to start. He had a comebacker off his right ankle, not ready to go. So Raleigh and the guys beaten up. The bullpen start today.
Yeah, that's something to take into account. When you can get a chance to beat up a bunch of guys in this bullpen, that's exactly what they did. Cal Raleigh, 2-strike hitting. I love it. Good pitch, too, to handle.
That beat up a couple of former Mariners in Lawrence, and then we saw Romo as well. But here's a slow roller, Suarez. The one bad play on defense tonight.
Yeah, and this was crazy, too. A ton of swinging bunts, a ton of soft contact in that second inning. You look at this and you think to yourself, Marco Gonzalez, he's been here before. This is something that he can sort of ride the wave. But, man, this can be frustrating when you're pitching against this.
He got out of that one, and again, here's Casey Lawrence.
This is all you. This is all you, Brad.
Gordis, yes. Oh, no. My goodness, Gurriel Jr. That ball was nowhere near a home run, but with the help from Gurriel, the outfield assist for the home run, right?
Like Brad Adam, beer league softball or something along, bouncing off the glove.
He's looking at the replay saying, did I just do that?
At least he can laugh.
A big league outfielder doing that? He did just that. Third inning. Here's Suarez down the line and 2-run single to left.
Yeah, this is good to see. The middle of the lineup, Eugenio Suarez heating up, man. When you look at some of the numbers, too, we talk about the All-Star game, where he ranks among third basemen, he's quietly up there with them all.
This one not too quiet. Ooh, a 2-run shot. Number 11 for Mr. Raleigh.
Love it. Cal Raleigh being aggressive on the second pitch. A slider, hanging slider, not missing the mistake of late.
They had a couple of knocks today. That made it 7-1. Route on top of 5. Jays get a couple back with Bichette signaling to left field here.
And this was really, for Marco Gonzalez, this was really the only inning where he was slipping behind the count. Nearly had him there. The Cal Raleigh couldn't hold on to it. But that was really the only time where Marco was slipping into bad counts.
And Guerrero follows Bichette with an RBI single to left, but he'll be out in a rundown. So they got 2 runs off Marco, earned 3 total as Guerrero just, I'm out. I'm not even going to run. Why try?
A little effort, man. Let's go.
No, I'm out.
Come on.
I'm out. And I like this one. Speaking about bottom 5, Gino says, hey, he's known for home runs, so let's show you why.
Wow. Yeah, and I think I like this more than the defensive plays. Jen asked him what was better. I can watch that all day.
Yeah, solo shot made it 8-3, and that was the way that this one would end. As again, they take game 1 by a score of 8-3. The Mariners now 32-0 when leading. And a stat that you pointed out, 32-0 when leading after 7 innings. And they do it against a team that they are trailing in the wild card standings. But who knows? Maybe they won't be trailing for long.
That's not my stat. Let's go. Come on. Someone gave me that stat. Someone fed me that stat. Let's go. Come on.
You didn't know off the top of your head?
No, come
you were
on.
keeping track?
Wasn't all over Fangraphs.
It's pretty impressive, though. We take a look at the updated AL wildcard standings. Cleveland idle tonight, so they pick up a half game. But look what the Mariners have done now. They have tied Cleveland, reaching the 500 mark. So now they are 3 back of the Blue Jays again with 3 more to go here. I know there's a lot of baseball left, but to get to 500, Ryan, where this team was a couple of weeks ago, it was a climb. Now you're looking good in the standings. You're feeling good. You got a 500 record. That's a significant number, isn't it?
Yeah, this team has been chasing that 500 mark for a long time. You go back around 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were 8 to 10 games back. So the fact they've done this, they are starting to heat up right at the right time. I mentioned this in the pregame show as well. This is the time you want to heat up when everyone goes home for the All-Star break. Someone can go to the game, but Jerry DePoto sits there with these guys, and the conversation starts to change a little bit, especially hitting into that trade deadline.
Yeah, trade deadline August 1st this year. All right, we talked about, the pitching and hitting. Defense, fantastic tonight. We slowed down our McDelivery Super Bowl moments from tonight's game. A lot of good plays behind Marco tonight. Starting off early. How about Toro picking that one there at second base? Not an easy play. And Crawford, I love this one. Getting Chapman, man, that play.
Dave, absolutely robbing him. That's what J.P. Crawford, that's what he came out. That was his breakout year last year. Half of it was the defense, the Gold Glove, and that's exactly what we saw all of last year.
Suarez laying out for that line drive. Robin Hernandez of a knock there. So lots of good defense behind Marco tonight as well. All right, that takes us now to our local Ford dealer key to the game. It was just nice to have Ty France back.
Absolutely.
Gets a hit on his first pitch that he sees.
Exactly.
I love that. That doesn't maybe factor in a lot of the offense, but again, it just makes such a difference, right?
Yeah, now it's hard to sit where we're sitting right now and say, okay, is he 100% healthy? But Ty France, we talked about this in the pregame show, he'll take one swing in the cage and go, yeah, Skip, I'm good. I'm ready to get back. But like you said, good to see him back. He wasn't going to tear it up, but you know what? He's healthy. We'll take it. Got to hit that first pitch. I love to see it. He is going to lengthen this lineup like you wouldn't believe. When you're pitching against obviously a team like this, and you see Ty sitting in that two-hole right behind Julio Rodriguez, who's red hot. He was not the same guy when Ty was healthy. So, man, different lineup you're facing right now with Ty France.
Exactly. You got Winker still serving his suspension. You got Haniger Lewis hopefully end of July. So the lineup continues to evolve and change and get guys back and get, as you said, get longer and get more productive. So good to see certainly tonight and going forward for the Mariners. All right, well, the Mariners, they're definitely proud to recognize the brave men and women of our nation's military with our Salute to Those Who Serve program presented by T-Mobile. Nominate a military hero to be honored with an on-field ceremony at an upcoming game at mariners.com/military. Time now for our T-Mobile coverage cam highlights. And again, the Mariners getting it done. Some double play action here. How about that ending the first? Marco, the 1-4-3. Vladdy hustling again to first base. And then the Crawford dive again. The Chapman looks like he's got a hit. No, I'm going to beat this out. No to both. Crawford showing you why. Again, the Gold Glover. And then Cal Raleigh, RBI single in the first. And there is his home run in the third. A two-run shot. 3 RBI night for the Mariners catcher, and they take it 8-3. We're back. More reaction, including here from the skipper when we come back on Root Sports.
Welcome to Swinomish Casino.